We just hit a record number of homes and condos for sale in the Toronto and GTA. So, what does this mean for prices? And where is the market headed next? Let's break it down. Hi, my name is Deloshan and welcome back to Real Estate Watch, where we help buyers and sellers across the GTA make smarter real estate decisions. If you'd like to connect with my team and I, send me an email at deloshan@realestatewatch.ca. So, what's going on in the market right now? We just got the June stats, and here's the big story. We're seeing a surge in the number of homes for sale, especially detached houses and condos. In June, there were about 14,000 detached homes listed for sale. 2 years ago, that number was just 6,500. And what about condo listings? Well, we have around 10,000 units, double we had 2 years ago, and it's the highest ever recorded. At the same time, sales are still really soft. And in fact, sales volumes have been sitting at 20 to 30-year lows for months now. But so what happens when you have high supply and low demand? You probably guessed it, downward pressure on prices. Now, we're not seeing price crash, but on average, home prices are still down about 5% year over year. And some sellers, especially condo owners, are starting to drop prices just to sell and move on. So what's next? Here's what I think. July and August will probably be pretty quiet, which it usually is in the summer months. Some sellers may pull their listings and relist it in the fall. But the real test will be in September, when buyers usually come back to the market. That's when we'll really see if buyer demand actually picks up and if inventory continues to push prices further down, or if sellers start pulling back. Now, there are other factors to watch out for. We're still dealing with a lot of economic uncertainty, layoffs, high interest rates, and slower growth in sectors like the construction. And if the economy weakens further, we may see more forced sales from people who have to sell. And while some are hoping for a big rebound in the fall, like we have seen in the past, I think that's very unlikely this time around. At best, we might see activity pick up early to mid next year. But that all depends on where the economy and interest rates go, and whether we secure a trade deal with the United States. And as of this recording, the US government has announced a 50% tariff on copper. So let's just hope that there's no further unexpected moves from the US government going forward. So what am I seeing on the ground? We're getting more calls from buyers who are starting to test the waters again. But is this the start of a real shift, or is it just a blip? Very hard to say. But what we do know is this. Sales can't stay at 20 to 30-year lows forever. And the big question now is how supply and demand will shape the next price move. So let's keep the conversation going. If you got questions about what's happening in your area, drop them in the comments below or send me an email at deloshan@realestatewatch.ca. If you found this helpful, like and subscribe and stay tuned for more insights on where the market's really headed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.